It seems like update 2.3.1 has affected the Titan hammers.
Let's give him something to dance to.
Hello, what's going on, Guardians? My name's Erupt and welcome back to another Destiny video. Now, before you go at me again and say that I'm insulting Titans, this time I'm actually on Titan's side, as I feel like this super may have endured some damage. Now, I originally did think that something major had happened. Even though I'd read the patch notes, I read them out for you guys on screen. I didn't exactly take into account many of the things that were actually on there. So I decided to do some research after getting countless people who used the Titan Sunbreaker saying that the Titan Sunbreaker's hammers were really ineffective and didn't have any blast radius at all. I looked at the tree, this skill tree was set up a bit wrong, so I went into the 2.3.1 patch notes and looked what was actually changed. So it says here that the hammer travel speed increased by 1.3%, the hammer detonation radius was actually increased by 10%, and damage increased by 10% against AI combatants. So we're going to take PvE out of the situation for now, we're going to talk more about PvP. So the first point to mention is the hammer travel speed increased by 1.3%. So a lot of people know that unless you have the perk that creates pools of solar damage, then you're not really going to get a lot of splash damage. You're going to have to hit the enemy directly on, or very close to them at least. Now, one theory I do have is that when the hammer's travel speed was increased by 1.3%, maybe people began to accidentally mistime their hammer throws compared to what they used to do. Maybe they threw it too early or too late, and the speed increase has affected where the hammers are actually landing, and maybe they're feeling that there's a difference with the amount of kills they're getting after they throw their hammer. That's my theory on that part. But then it also goes on to say hammer detonation radius increased by 10%. So it will explode now with a 10% increase to the radius when it's close to an enemy. So it does actually have a higher chance of killing an enemy. So what a lot of people were doing were putting Scorched Earth on, which ignite the world, creating sunspots everywhere your Hammer of Salt impacts. So it actually creates splash damage on the ground. It was pretty obvious to see, so a lot of people would avoid these and they would get less kills. But what I've decided to put on in this video is Forge Master. Throw more hammers, and hammers cause bigger explosions. So not only do you have the chance to kill more people, but you also create bigger explosions, having a much higher chance of killing enemies. I found that this fixed the problem of getting less kills, although I was mistiming and getting some kills that I got a bit too cocky with. I think it's all that range that I got from the Warlock melee that's completely messed me up with just about any character's range. So I think that the Titan Sunbreaker's hammers are slightly broken in some sense, that they don't exactly look like they're working with the stats. I do agree that sometimes when you throw a hammer very close to an enemy, it doesn't always get the kill. Even with Forge Master, I was having some sort of problem. It did fix the problem slightly, I was getting more kills, and the explosion radius, you could tell it had changed. It just seemed very inconsistent, and I think the hammers do still need a bit more work with them. Maybe the radius or splash damage needs to be increased a bit more, just so the people having problems with it can have a more balanced type of hammer. I mean, the hammer's really fun to use anyway, but I still think it needs some work on it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. That's all for today, guys. If you did enjoy today's video, then please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share this on social media for more Destiny tips, tricks, news and updates in the community. My name has been Erupt, and have a great day.